DragonCon. It's Crispy here in the loft in the Marriott. And we've got Ricardo Bare, the lead game designer from Arcane Studios. Met Ricardo.
Hey.
Welcome to DragonCon, my friend.
Thank you.
First year, real quick, first impression, go.
Yeah, this is my first time here, and based on some of the other stuff that I've been to, I have to say the costumes are outrageous here. It's pretty cool.
That's a pretty fair assessment, and I think that we, as DragonCon, that's one thing we've really pride ourselves on. I mean, we've got some amazing costumes wandering around behind us.
You guys have the best view up here.
Right here, yeah, we're not going to move, we're going to be here. But you're going to see just some fantastic stuff over the course of the weekend, I hope.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm actually, I've seen one guy dressed as Corvo so far. Hopefully I'll see more from Dishonored.
That would be fitting, yeah, because I mean, you worked on Dishonored.
Yep,
Tell me a bit about the work that you did for that.
So on the original game of Dishonored, I was the lead technical designer, and more recently, we just put out our very last DLC, The Brigmore Witches. I was the creative director on that, and on the Knife of Dunwall, so we're really excited about that. We'll be talking about
the whole Dawn storyline.
Yeah, exactly.
Fell
so
under
it's
you.
cool. It's like a parallel story that goes along with the original story. You get to play Dowd instead of Corvo.
Mm-hmm. So. It's an interesting thing. I guess it's kind of almost like, I dare say, the Bunraku style storytelling. You've got a similar story, but you're seeing it from two different perspectives.
Yeah.
Was that always the plan when you guys are coming in? Because DLC is obviously a common thing. From the beginning, because Corvo's story is a complete story, no matter how you end it.
He's done.
Did you already have that in mind when you created the character of Dowd to do that side story?
Not necessarily. But we were so busy finishing Dishonored that we did not give a whole lot of thought to DLC.
That's fair.
Initially.
Yeah.
But once we started talking about it, it sort of fell into place naturally because Dowd is this really interesting character, and when we talked to our fans, our playtesters, and press, we asked them, like, what would you guys like to see? Like, what's your input?
So you kind of felt it around before you went
totally.
forward. Yeah,
and we talked to the team, and the thing that bubbled up to the top the most was Dowd, and we were like, hey, Dowd is like this dark mirror image of Corvo, so like, it was a no-brainer. We totally went for it.
I mean, it really was. I mean, depending on how you play the game, and that's one of the cool things that I think is excellent in that game in particular. As someone who's an avid video gamer, you have your main story, but how you go about it is a fantastic way, and you guys found a way to incorporate so many just little elements that ultimately mattered. You know, whether or not the chaos of the game, whether or not you got a happy ending or a really depressing ending, and things like that. How it leads to that. I mean, was that as well? I mean, like, who in their right mind is crazy enough to have that lofty goal? I mean, you guys set out huge with this game.
The cool thing is with the expansion packs with Dowd, all of that stuff also factors into it. So if you played the first expansion with Dowd, and you buy the second one, then like
there's choices carry over.
Yeah, your choices carry over, which is really fun. It's fun to play both of them back to back, and just like in the original game, the ending of the game will vary depending on how you played through both of those expansions.
So I'm going to leave, and I'm going to go finish that. So you be right back.
Okay.
Just hang out here.
It might take a little while.
That's fine. So, I mean, obviously, you've gotten into this industry. There's got to be something that you geek out about. What is the one thing? Like, is there a show? Is there an author? What would be the one cool thing you would geek out about at DragonCon?
So I saw that, first of all, I saw that Gene Wolfe was going to be here, and he is like the Shadow of the Torturer, that series. Like,
it's a fantastic
series. My gosh, that book is so inspirational to me. Sadly, he canceled. Such
is the way of life.
So I cried a little bit, but I also saw that Larry Niven is here. And the Magic Goes Away series is awesome. I just read the Moat in God's Eye, I believe, that he wrote.
That was one of the I guess he partnered up with someone for that book.
Yeah, he partnered up with another guy. But anyways, that book is really cool, so I might swing by. I'm going to try to find out what he's doing and see if I can.
Well, he was here earlier, so I think he's still
something.
meandering somewhere. He's a pretty easy guy to find. So. So basically, within your realm of technical design, writing is your thing. I mean, you yourself have even gone on to do your own book.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a bit. Like, what's kind of your focus of that?
So before I started working at Arcane, I've always written on the side. I've always been into creative writing, and so I wrote a novel called Jack of Hearts. It's a fantasy adventure. It's kind of YA-ish, and it's my first professional publication as a novelist.
Right,
I've published short stories before, but this is my first novel.
Your first long form.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. And it was really fun to write, and I'm going to do a reading on Sunday.
What time is your reading on Sunday?
11:30.
So 11:30. Where's the location?
Man, I don't know.
Oh,
you can
we're
look
so
it
close
up.
to the plug.
I know.
So somewhere at 11:30.
Somewhere at 11:30.
Ricardo here will be reading his book.
Yeah.
So
that's
Ricardo,
right.
man, I want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I'm hoping that we're going to see more of you at the show in the coming years.
Yeah, I would love to come back.
So next time, bring a costume.
Okay.
And then we're going to see you down there next time for sure.
Cool.
You should do the Corvo costume. Just put the mask
There's
on.
some amazing ones here.
You will see some good stuff, I promise. So again, thank you so much.
Thanks, Chris.
And we will
Appreciate it.
see you guys again.
Bye-bye.